back, but now the song catching the trend. We are separating the boys from the men. My name is D Cram, 6-star general. Oshe Divine Media Ghana. Keep it locked right here. Oko baby cram at Lampo.
If you want joy, ecstasy, and fantasy, meaning Menkoshe baby, bright YouTube na reshe Divine Media Ghana. Hanum any genie na Divine Media Ghana. Hey, any G woman to meaning don't flip the dial. Tell a friend to tell a friend say any G or Yankoshe Divine Media Ghana.
Sabani news, entertainment, trending issues, baby are summoning so for money at the Abrewa, and your name Divine Media Ghana. And to subscribe, said you'll be the first person to know the happenings globally. Divine Media Ghana, we inform, educate, and entertain you. Abusia ya nase Emma Wakwaba, Emma Divine Media Ghana so. Mzbel nyuntuni wo my ganem na nabakaya ni dinde kwame adepa ene dodoa na efren Okomfuo black wodin semmi atudwa sabre de Ghana for eso meche ne srani abasa na abofrei ewo OBTV so ene opani ebisa ne nsembi ene obisa ne se aso wogidi senyankopon ewo honom wogidi senyame ewo honom a kire se wono ene boayem yetimi ye de ye nyina aso woginyankopon no ediana ene abofrei eyi ano se wono de wonji nyankopon bia endi esanse se nyame ewo hono ma sabre wono nso te baabi a wo ye n'adwuma papa bi na ono de kire se he doesn't believe in God. And opening sansu bisa abofrei se aso wogidi se Yesu Kristo ewo honum na mpo wono ena wayi wiasem boni a ene oya wo yemfumso a na kire se Yesu Kristo e de achew ena abofrei ebeyi ano se dabi arada wono de wonji ndi se Yesu Kristo wono ena woyi wiasem boni na mpo se Yesu Kristo wo se wo mpe boni a adanti ena ene wonyi boni nyina emfri wiase na wo betina honum amoda sani aye boni na afa wo be kansa wo de aba be chene ye nyinum nyina na se abofrei se ekyresem na eno ena Ghana fo se de medi kan ekan ye echi asem yisre ene abasa esanse abusuafo se wo ba man Ghana mu a ye Africans afenso ye amamre ene ye ngidie no ene sansem ya abofrei ekan no ebo ebra esanse abofra wo beka se kyerese Yesu Kristo ni honum na wonji nyankopon bia endi no na ekyerese emu orem ewo oman Ghana mu se abofra ya wo oman Ghana mu beka ensem bisem na abusiafo yenkwana yenkotie sede abofrei esi eka nensem no efaye ewo OBTV so.
She gave birth to me.
No, Adupa, you didn't get my question very well. Who created you?
I believe through science, human beings were born, not created. And if human beings were created in the first place, I never got to see God as my father or God as my mother. The only person who cared for me is my mother. She buys my clothes, she buys my food, she pays my fees, she does everything. God doesn't do anything for me. And if I'm supposed to stand here and say he has done something for me, I'm supposed to ask. And I say he gave money to my mother. He never came and said my mother should collect the money that he's giving to me.
But it was God who caused people to buy from your mom's pub and restaurants.
But if I go and ask those people and I say, is it God who called them? They will say no. God cannot just call a person through them. If you have the feeling that he's in you, it could be anything else. But everyone just assumes it's him because they have no other reason to think of. If it's just a singular goat meat that's here, and you see the plate is fresh white, you can say that this was the only goat meat on the plate. But if you see oil stains, you can be like, I think there was another goat meat, or 3 or 4 more or 5 goat meat on the plate before I'm taking this goat meat.
Are you a Christian?
No, please.
Have you been to church before?
Yes, please.
How many times? Do you remember the age? How long? So you are not a Christian. Why?
For that, I can't say.
So you don't want to be a Christian?
No.
What do you want to be? So where do you fall? Where do you belong?
The traditional belongings.
So do you pour libation?
Yep, I do.
At your age, you pour libation?
Yes, I've done that before.
To who?
My ancestors.
Your ancestors. That is what you believe in?
Yes.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ? That he came to die for our sins? Do you believe that?
I don't actually think we died for any sins, or he died for sins. Because if he is the Almighty and he didn't want us to sin, he should have just made sin not exist. He could have made the word sin not exist. So why did you create sin in the first place if you don't want us to sin? It means you are setting up a trap for human beings to sin. It means you intentionally created hell as a hellhole for people to go in. And that doesn't make sense if you keep on thinking about it a million times. So I don't actually think he's almighty in a way, because if you're almighty, you could have not stopped sin. And now we are sinning, you are trying to forgive us for sin. So if you are all forgiven, why don't you forgive us for sins? And when we're in hell, we don't have any way to talk to you. So how do you forgive us in the first place if we are there?
That is why whilst you're on this earth, you don't have to commit any sin so that you'll be thrown into the hellfire.
But why didn't he just stop sin if he doesn't like sin? Sin is not good because he doesn't sin. So why did he create sin? Automatically meaning that human beings created sin on our own. So we are powerful than him. Even if he created us, we are more powerful than him.
Adipa, where are you learning all this from?
People are poor and they are praying 247, but they are not getting anything. There is no God. Find a job and stop bragging about God. Now God is, even if he's there crying at his place doing something, it's looking for food.
Oh no!
If he cared so much, he'll make you successful. People never pray to God and they just got money out of a containment hole. People got money for working. I've never in my life heard that this man sat down and just kept on praying for 5 years, and at the end of the day, he got money. But you can hear that this guy worked hard and he got money. There are people who pray and they have a job, but it's still not going on.
So you don't believe in prayers?
I believe prayers work, but not to him, because he himself, when we say a prayer to him, he doesn't use it. The prayer never comes to life. It's only when you yourself, you are doing it. If they say if you pass the exam, you get this, and you keep on praying, you are praying. And
you don't learn.
You won't get it. But if you don't even pray and you learn alone, you will go. So the praying itself is a distraction from you to achieve what you are. So God is doing, if he's there, he's trying to do it so no one can stand up to him. But no, there are people there who are in the 5D consciousness, who understand this. As we speak, today is 24th of the October and it's Wednesday. On the 28th, there's going to be an eclipse in Ghana, 6 o'clock, 161.
Speak to the microphone. You said 28th
yes.
October. There is going to be what?
An eclipse of the moon, a lunar eclipse. It's going to be a partial lunar eclipse around 6/1, and that about that time the eclipse is going to start. And they said the duration of it is going to last for I think 2 or 4 hours.
Here in Ghana, are we going to see it?
Yes, we are going to see it.
So where do you get all this information from?
Online.
I want to invite you to church this Sunday.
I will come.
Mzbel bano ensem ni bi ena wote ye no na abusiafo ensem no ano odin ye pa na emu nso edu nanso obia ewo ni gidie enu nti Okomfuo Black ni gidie sede etie ena woka na bra asemi ebeto jane na dodo na ehwesa abofrei emaame beba bonten no aba abekasa na bra video no ebeto abonten no Mzbel Okomfuo Black omaame eka say Ghanafo enhwe omunya abotere ewo ne ba no esanse abofrei die 10 years po 10 years per ena wo watchere se wonyini kura enu nti comment ahodo a eba no Ghanafo ento moboase ewo ne ba ne ho na eno ena obi ebe comment se Mzbel chere se wa create generational thinker ankasa ye pa eno na Mzbel ene wo tagi wo ya message na ono nso ebe ka se Ghanafo semahu mo didi me bana tem se na me bai company nsem na kire se me bai kan nsem a emfata na semahu se obi di ohun se me bai oye generational thinker ankasa ene Mzbel sanso de to se mo kasa nsem yi enyina no ono die ne ba no eye Okomfuo Black kire se wonim ne culture onim na mamre afenso onim ne origin bia wo free osanso nim ne past history kire se history an kire se abakosema etwem a efa bia wo free no abofrei enim ni nyina ɛno nti abɔfra yi ɛyɛ dua a esi hɔ no ma kyerɛ sɛ ne hini no ɛnhihin da biara da na mmom mo a monnim saa nneɛma yi nyinaa no kyerɛ sɛ mo te sɛ dua a ne hini no kyerɛ sɛ ɛnni hɔ nom da bia anytime wobɛtumi abu ahye saa nsɛm yi ɛna Mzbel nso ɔno nso ɛtwerɛeɛ ɛbɛto abɔnten a ɛne abusuafoɔ Ghanafoɔ dodoɔ na ɛna egu so a ɛba hye abɔfra yi kumkyaakyaa de ne deɛ ɛba na abusuafoɔ comment section mu ma yɛnhu sɛdeɛ wɔn nso so wodwen ɛfa abɔfra yi ne nsɛm ahodoɔ a wɔkaa yɛ no ebi.
Back by now, this song catching the trend. We are separating the boys from the men. My name is D Cram, 6-star general. Oshia Divine Media Ghana. Keep it locked right here. Okomfuo Crime at Lampo.
If you enjoy ecstasy and fantasy, minia menkoshe baby bra YouTube na we Divine Media Ghana. Hanom any genie na Divine Media Ghana. Hey, any geo mutu minia. Don't flip the dial. Tell a friend to tell a friend say any geo yankoshe Divine Media Ghana.
Sabani news, entertainment, trending issues, baby a summoner so for mani a diabrewa, and your name Divine Media Ghana. And until subscribe, said you'll be the first person to know the happenings globally. Divine Media Ghana, we inform, educate, and entertain.